Hey guys, my name is Lauren Moore, and I had the distinct pleasure of introducing Olivia Nielsen. One might ask, how do you describe one half of the iconic Nielsen duo in just one brief minute? Honestly, I am unsure, but I shall attempt. Upon meeting Olivia at St. Mary's Day Camp before she came to St. Mary's, I knew I liked her immediately. She made me laugh, and it was obvious that she cared so much for the kids, and she always tried so hard to do everything well. She's witty, she's well-spoken, she's kind-hearted, sarcastic, and one of the biggest history buffs I have ever met. Her friends describe her as an old soul who always has snacks on hand and enjoys embroidering and knitting in her copious free time. I've been personally blown away by Olivia's insightful and thoughtful nature during the Meaning of Life class this year and cannot wait to see what she has to tell us all today. So give it up for the one and only Olivia Karen Nielsen.
I've always done things a little differently than the people my age. Or at least I have hobbies that aren't exactly commonplace anymore. I have an unhealthy obsession with BBC period dramas, Downton Abbey in particular, and I have a deep love of the British royal family, and you can bet I'll be getting up at some ridiculous hour to watch the upcoming royal wedding. I also knit, crochet, and my personal favorite, embroider. This past fall, I took up embroidery and immediately became quite addicted, to the point of bringing it to school and working on it instead of getting ahead on homework. I discovered an entire community of embroiderers on Instagram who are way more talented than I am, but I still do it anyway. I also love a good trip to my favorite fabric store, Joann's, and I would like to personally thank Phoebe Lescasson for spending exorbitant amounts of time with me there. Now, you may be thinking, what does crafting have to do with the supposed wisdom I am meant to impart to you today? Well, I have to say, from all these projects, two things have become very apparent. Patience is key, and there's nothing like being able to look at a finished project and think to yourself, hey, I did that. Teaching myself how to embroider was no easy task, and believe me, I have quite a few projects that I've wanted to throw away, but in the end, after reworking and restarting, a lot of the time they all end up well. The thing about starting something new is that you're terrible at it in the beginning. And it kind of stinks to be the worst, but the thing is, you have to be willing to face the failures and mistakes in the beginning in order to actually be good at something. Speaking from personal experience, no one is good at anything when she starts off. Do you think any Olympic athlete, concert pianist, or in my case, embroiderer, started off knowing everything she needed to know in order to be good at whatever she is doing? There really is no such thing as talent. Sure, some people may start off better than others, but if you put the hard work in and just choose to own your mistakes, you'll find that you'll get better with time. Trust me, I've had to unravel an entire scarf and completely rip apart an embroidery project, but now I've made an entire scarf that looks pretty good if you ask me, and I have a few finished embroidery projects that I'm pretty proud of. There's a beauty in the patience of perseverance. A. Milne says it like this: rivers know this, there is no hurry. We shall get there someday. If no one ever pushed through the obstacles set in front of her, we would have never reached the moon or even invented the microwave oven. Embrace your failures, because if there's one thing I've learned in my brief life, it's that failure comes more often than not, and from those experiences comes knowledge and the option to get up and begin again. So, I stand here today to ask you to have a little bit of patience with yourself, and if you want to try something, remember to try it more than once, unless it's hot sauce, then you can try it once. Thank you.